Hi everybody, I've come to show you how to make the video, not how to make a video, how to make the mixed media 12 by 12 I showed you the other day. So this is a manila folder, and on the back I've put some scrapbooking paper. It's quite easy to do, and I'll show you. I've got everything. I'm going to be using probably some Tim Holtz, I don't know what it's called. Oh, collage paper, pictures, stickers. I use gesso. I use gel medium. I use, don't know what they're called. I call them scrapers. No, I don't know what they're called. But anyway, so first of all, I thought what we might do was get down a bit of gesso. So this is why I have butcher paper on my table. So I'm just going to, just for a minute, I'm going to quickly dry it. It's done. Right, it's going to start plonking. These are just old planner stickers from one of my planner books. This is a good idea for all that stuff that you don't use, that you've got left over from bits and pieces. You know, we've all got that leftover stuff in boxes and crates and stuff. Mine's massive. I try and give it to some kids, like a lot of little kids, people that with kids I know that play with art stuff, because sometimes it just gets too much and I know that I'll never use it. Hang on. These have got things in the middle. That wasn't a good pick, was it? So those, they were flat. Now these alphabets, try to pick ones that have got not things in the middle. These alphabets are a bit of texture. I just said don't pick one with stuff in the middle, so of course I'll go and pick one with something in the middle. These add the bit of texture to it. So I'm trying to find ones that don't have bits in the middle that I need to poke out. A couple of bigger ones. I like just to put a different random ones down. Alright, enough of them now. Okay, let's have a look at some of these. Oh, these are cutie. Let's put this one down. Oh, glue stick. Just don't know if you can turn this out. Some people like to use matte medium. All depends what I'm doing. I just prefer the glue because it's easier. The putty tap. There's a sheep. How about we put this big elephant in? Ooh. I'll put him up there. And then the turd. Oh, that's an elephant as well. Put a turtle in. About. We stick the turtle there. Now this one, I'm just doing for purposes of showing you, so I'm not really caring what I put down. This is why I love having this butcher's paper, because then you just turn it over and go to another side. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Alright, so now I'm going to come in with some more gesso. You can also see now why my hands are always filthy. Right. I never prepare for these videos. I'm always still reaching and grabbing something. This is the nappy wipe, and I'm just taking off the excess of the gesso. Giving it a good, and see what it's looking like. Just giving it a bit of a waft. I have alphabet stickers stuck to my shirt. Now, this is where I just do virtually what I want to do. So let me get a stash of nappy wipes, because this is when I get a bit delusions. Oops, hang on. Oh, oops, this one leaks. Okay, we want to play that game. We will just splatter. Don't know why this one leaks, but look at that. Look at that. How juicy are they? Might use those later. So this, by patting it, spreads it in a good pattern. Also dries it down a bit so it doesn't take so long. Have a look. Alright, so I'll give that a bit of a waft. Alrighty, now this is going to be, I haven't used that one yet, so maybe I'll try this one. Haven't used that one yet, so I will get the ones that I have used. But first, now you have to use archival ink, because you're going to be adding sprays and everything to it. I love that. That's your 3rd generation stamping. 1, 2, 3. It makes it. Okay, now this next one, what I do is I put it on my stamp pad, and skizz it along, and then I just go around being an idiot like I am. Oh no, it's up the right way. So, hang on. Oh god, just so I put at the end on the stamp pad, and then I just whiz it along, and then I just indent it in bits. Okay, so I'm not using the whole stamp, I'm just using bits of it. So once again, I'll put it on and just drag it along. Oop. And it gets enough ink on it, but I can use left, or I can go right, or I can go the whole way. You probably can see that. This is how you, put the stamp upside down. So this is how you start, this is how you do your backgrounds. Dry it a bit. Mostly you need to make sure that it's all dry between layers. Because otherwise it'll start to get muddy, messy. It's not affecting the back, only when I keep turning it over. It's gesso. So it's still thick and still viable. So let's try. Oh, I get so cranky with this stuff. This is Tim Holtz's tissue paper. Now if your hands are wet, your hands have got paint, your hands have got glue, you're buggered. Alright, so you need to have perfectly, I've found anyway, you need to have perfectly dry hands, because this is so flimsy. You have to have perfectly dry hands, no gunk on them. Now I do them with glue, because I find with the matte, see what I mean? How it just rips. The matte medium, it rips even more. So what I do is put some of it down, and then I'll go back. And this is not, these Kmart glues are crap. I won't be buying them again. It's going straight in the bin. They were 50 cents. Now I can see why. Alright, so you go along, and there, put it down. That's better. It's very touchy, this Tim Holtz. If I had my time, I wouldn't buy it again. Yes, I am saying that about a Tim Holtz product, but it's so flimsy, and when it won't tear the way you want it to tear, and then you get glue on your fingers or glue on your hands, or your glue stick gets stuck, or your matte medium gel gets stuck, then it wrinkles, and then you try to put it down here and it does the same. It rips, it tears, it bubbles. Now I'll just show you that just to confirm what I'm saying with the matte medium gel. What's this one? Faber-Castell. So I've got the gel, and I'll use that, and see it's doing the same. Look, it does the same stuff. It annoys me. So if I put it back up to there, and then see, look at that, just straight away. Oh, it's just crap. I don't think I'd buy them again, because they're a waste of money to me. I mean, it might be different to you or someone with the more dexterity in their hands than what I've got because of my drugs, but I just find it, and then it gets really wrinkled, then it won't sit, and then I get cranky and rip it like I have that one. Then your hands get all sticky, and this is not a happy situation for me. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that's what you can use, because it is good, but not 100%. So now you have to go through and matte gel it, and then you've got to turn it back over, and then if you don't, can you see all the wrinkles? Then it's not stuck properly, all the wrinkles up here. Yeah, Not a good idea. I must admit, I need to work with thicker paper because it doesn't help me. Okay, now a lot of you, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. I use paint straight onto the spatula. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get too much, sometimes I don't get enough. Then it's everywhere. And I'll just go through with the nappy wipes and pat it and move it to the way I want it. And I'll come along with some Tim Holtz. Mine are all drying up now, so I just use them out the bottle. I always like to scrape. So now I've done that, I will it's like a take on, take off method. We're still all good on the back, nothing coming through. Now I'm going to come along with some more of these stickers. These are just an example. You put what you want down. There's no set idea. I mean, like I said, I'm only doing this for purposes as for showing you. So if you want to use your good stickers or bits of, I use I don't actually have any at the moment. You know when you take off packaging and you've got the, no, not packaging, when you use stickers and you take, okay, we'll put the sticker down here. When you use stickers and you've got this backing left on here, that's, see, these stickers are starting to go off now because they've been left so long. But you know, when this backing bit, I like to use that as well. Put a few stars down. These stickers have been around for years. Oops, I just lost that one. I'll lose that too. Yeah. I wouldn't actually make this myself. This is one thing I wouldn't actually use because I don't do this, but I'd be using all my good stuff to make. Oh, I think I just ripped his leg off. Oh, actually it was his butt. Never mind. I don't use these to work with, but I'm just putting them down so that you can see what I'm doing. I'll throw that away. So I'm just adding layers, and that's still annoying me because it's curled up, but never mind. Come back in with some more gesso. Alright. Actually, I should have get through a few nappy wipes for sure. Alright, I'm just going to dry this again. That's the main part, is drying all this. That's what takes so. Like I said, you can dab. I dab and dry, so it comes up in all different patterns. scrapbooking. Alrighty. I think I'll use this colour. Same with this stamp, it's on still on the plastic, so I run it through, stamp here, stamp there, stamp everywhere. I can be Dr. Zeus. I never put whole stamps like that. I just, on these pages, I just use bits and pieces, so it gives you that illusion. And I'm being good in cleaning my stamps. Not that I usually do, but okay, so now we've got some stamping on there. Now at this stage you can add an image, a focal point. Okay, I don't have really a focal point, but I'll put, you could add a focal point, like a photo or whatever. You can add anything that you think. I'm just trying to, can I add something up here in the corner or wherever you want to add it. You can add some scrapbooking paper, but this is the gist of it. And then I'll go along with a, don't know, actually here it is, what is it, a Faber-Castell Pit pen. Oh, that's not the best colour. That's grey. I'll use a black. Yep. So then I go along, just along the outsides. Just to give it a definitive background. Hang on, I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. I'll just do the last side. Sometimes I stuff up and make a mess, and then that just smudges in anyway because it's a Pit pen. So that, there you go, that defines it more. I don't know if you can see it up the top. Just defines the outline of it along the sides. But I'm just trying to think, might add a few of these. Let's have a look. Drips. There's a few of them around, believe me. So now you just do what you want. You play. You let's have a look what else we can add. Some more stamping. Then what you do is when you're finished, you can cut it up. Actually, how about we put a where's my glue gone? How about we just, for purpose sakes, hang on, I'm just gluing, put an image on it. Yeah, look at that, Dumbo. There's a lot of Dumbos around as well. Oops, Dumbos. Look, there you go. So we've got an image in the middle. So I'll hold it up so you can see? Oh, so that's your whole thing, right? Now what you can do is, like I said, you can add more stamping, you can add more pictures, you can do virtually, oh hang on, what do we do a bit of this? This is another thing that annoys me when it gets dirty fingers and gluey fingers and the washi tape won't work. That is annoying. So to me, you do what you want, but that's the gist of it. I'm trying to tell that's how you make up the backgrounds, is by stamping gesso. So that's got some washi on it now. So that's again, so now with that washi being added, we could go back with the gesso. You go over the washi. Oh, these containers are hopeless. That's the mixed media Dina Waitley gesso. Then if you come back, wash it off. Not wash it off, tap it off. Then you can do a, come through and do a, a bit of paint here and there over the top of your washi. These are the distress daubers, and then you can wipe that off, or not wipe it off, but see what I mean when I say tap it off, how smooth it makes it. It just makes it that much smoother. And then if you want to be a bit of a, you know, like me, you come on with a bit of distress. Once again, tap it down, and look at that. That's given it a whole, well, it's a bit wet, but it's given it a whole new look. You don't have to add photos. You don't have to add stickers, washi tape. You can make backgrounds without doing any of that. You can make backgrounds by starting with your gesso, then adding all your mediums and your paints and your gessos and your mediums, and just keep doing it with stamping. You can come along again with your script stamp. This is, I'm using stays on little ones here, and you can do your stamping again over the top. These are for paint. I'll give him some stamp so he makes like he looks there, like he lives there. Okay, so once again, look on Dumbo, he's got some stamping. See how I just little bits of stamping? So that changes it once again. Once again, it's changed, and on the back, it's still great. So there's no, and like I said, this is just scrapbooking paper on a bit of, or actually, what is it? A file folder, a manila folder. Yep. So now, if I wanted to, I could get my scissors, cut. I'll cut Dumbo's ear off. I'm sure he won't mind. Right. So, there's 3 pieces now. Hang on, let me get some stuff out the way. There's 3 pieces, and it's not very goodly cut because I'm not cutting it properly. So, we can make a tag. Oh, hang on, let's cut a bit off the top. I'm just doing this for, it's not perfect, I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it. No, you won't be able to find my hole punch. Yep. It's a very crooked tag, but it's still a tag. Ah, so there's a tag. Okay, this might want to be a postcard or an iCAD, if you do an iCAD a day or something. That's not cut properly, but there's your background for your iCAD. And if you see closely, this is where I stuffed up with that Tim Holtz paper. It's all the wrinkles, so you just ignore that bit. This could be, once again, you could cut him down. That could be a jumbo tag. So cut the sides off. Put the, I'm going to get on camera, it would help. Right, there's a big tag. Turn it over. There you've got a journaling. Oh God, look at the cutting on that. That's horrendous. You've got a journaling tag for your journals. So then the next one, say this is, you want it in your journal. Like I put a lot of what do you call it, in my journals, eclectic things, tags, book pages, or as you probably all know. So this I'd put in a journal, sew it in, staple it in, and then you've got writing room. And like I said, this is still wet, as you can tell by my hands. So I'm only doing this for a demonstration. You have to wait for it to dry and, you know, all of that carry on. I'm just showing you so that you can see the purposes. That's as crooked as whatever. That's still as crooked, but you know, you get the gist. You can cut it up. So there, you might want to put that in your diary, your planner, your journal. You can put a hole in it, tie it together, open it up, and you've got journaling room. You've got tags. You've got little tags. You've got iCads, or what do you call iCads? Index cards, is it? I don't know, but there's a journal tag. Another thing you can do, I just thought of that. Here's my gorgeous punch. This is a 2.5 inch. This makes the artist trading coins. Look at this. Oops. Bam, straight away. I didn't even think of that. You can use this as a negative on a journal page. Put it in as a negative on your journal page. Put a photo in it. Put something in it. Where'd that go? Oh, there you are. That's your journal card. I didn't think of that actually. I could make another one. I don't think this one will fit, but another, just a funny shape. Shapes. Like I said, that's a big card. But yeah, so there's plenty of things. I want to do that again. That's quite awesome, actually. I didn't even think about that. Look at that. That's awesome. So you can make a pile of those, because they're the latest rage at the moment, is these trading cards, coins. I didn't even think of that. God, I'm getting slow in the old age. Oh, God. Yeah, look at that. So you can use that as a negative. Actually, you can even fold it over, if you did it correctly, to make a little book. What do you call those things? When you put faces in them. Yeah, you know what I mean. Frames, that's what I'm after. I'll leave the big tag. But yeah, look at that. These are awesome. Making coins. I never even thought of that. See what happens when you... Hang on, I'll make a few more. Oh. Now these can all be used as negatives in your journal. I use them actually. Or oh, there you go. You can fold that over and make a face in your journal. Open it out. I do all sorts of things like that. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. Now that these... Now I do the same. Where'd that pen go? Yep. I do the same around the edge of these. Or depends what colour you want. But I do black. If you hear noise, that's my